Welcome to IQD Dinar News, your go-to source for the latest updates on currency exchange rates, revaluation news, and insights into the Iraqi dinar. Stay informed and ahead of the curve with our timely analysis and breaking developments. The relationship between the United States and Iraq has been marked by various political and economic interactions, especially since the Iraq War in the early 2000s. In the years since, American policies have aimed to shape Iraq's trajectory towards stability and economic growth, with varying levels of success. President Donald Trump, during his time in office, was noted for his complex but generally supportive stance toward Iraq. While Trump made headlines with policies focused on American interests first, he often spoke favorably of Iraq as a country that, with the right leadership and policies, could contribute positively to regional stability. His administration attempted to strengthen economic ties between the two nations, especially in areas of oil and energy, given Iraq's vast resources. Additionally, there were discussions aimed at encouraging a secure and independent financial system in Iraq, which would ideally stabilize the country while ensuring it remained integrated with global markets. However, the currency issue has presented ongoing challenges. The Iraqi dinar, Iraq's national currency, has been somewhat isolated from the broader international financial system. In recent years, Iraq has increasingly treated the dinar as a closed currency, which means it isn't readily accessible to foreign markets or investors. This policy contrasts with open currencies like the US dollar, which can be easily exchanged and traded worldwide. Iraq's approach has led to limitations on dinar transactions, making it more difficult for foreign investors, including those in the US, to directly engage in Iraq's economy or benefit from potential changes in the dinar's value. The implications of a closed currency are significant. When a currency is closed off from international trade, it tends to limit the liquidity and flexibility of the currency in the global market. This can lead to less international confidence in the currency's stability, as external investors are unable to freely purchase, hold, or sell it. This lack of accessibility can also prevent foreign investors from participating in the potential appreciation of the currency, which is particularly relevant for those helping for an eventual revaluation of the dinar that would strengthen its value against other currencies. Many investors and enthusiasts in currency revaluation circles have closely watched the dinar over the years, hoping for such an event that would allow them to capitalize on a stronger Iraqi currency. The concept of revaluation is one that has been popular in these circles, with proponents arguing that Iraq's wealth in natural resources, particularly oil, could eventually lead to a revaluation of the dinar. But with the currency becoming increasingly closed, access to the digital changes occurring within Iraq becomes restricted as well. This refers to advancements in Iraq's banking and financial technology sector, including efforts to modernize financial transactions and currency management within the country. In recent years, many nations have been moving towards digital currencies, or at least digitized financial systems that allow for instant transactions, tracking, and increased transparency. Iraq has been making strides in these areas, partly due to pressure from international organizations that advocate for transparency and modernization in financial systems. The US, as a global leader in financial innovation, has also been indirectly involved in encouraging these advancements in Iraq, hoping they would lead to a more stable and secure Iraqi economy. Nevertheless, the closed nature of the dinar restricts access to these developments for non-Iraqis. International investors and observers find themselves on the outside looking in, unable to directly engage with Iraq's economic advancements. For those hoping to profit from a possible revaluation of the dinar, This restricted access is particularly frustrating, as it means they cannot easily participate in the currency's potential growth. In contrast, other emerging market currencies, even those from countries with unstable economies, are generally more accessible on the international market. Investors can buy and hold these currencies in anticipation of future appreciation, a practice that is far more challenging with the Iraqi dinar due to the restrictions placed on it. One might wonder why Iraq has chosen to pursue a closed currency policy with the dinar. There are several potential reasons, including concerns about economic stability, fear of currency manipulation by foreign entities, and a desire to maintain greater control over the country's financial system. By keeping the currency closed, Iraq's government may believe it is protecting the dinar from the volatility of international markets and speculation, which could destabilize its value. Additionally, Iraq may be wary of foreign influence over its economy, as the nation has endured significant external interference in its recent history. A closed currency policy can provide a measure of protection, allowing Iraq to focus on domestic economic reforms without the added pressure of global market fluctuations. However, this approach is not without its drawbacks. A closed currency limits foreign investment, as investors generally seek assets that can be traded and liquidated easily. By restricting access to the dinar, Iraq is essentially discouraging foreign capital from entering the country, which could otherwise contribute to its economic growth. Furthermore, a closed currency can hamper Iraq's own efforts to integrate into the global economy. In an increasingly interconnected world, financial isolation is often seen as a disadvantage, as it can prevent a country from participating fully in international trade and investment opportunities. The dinar's closed status may also hinder Iraq's efforts to modernize its financial system, as foreign investment and expertise are often essential components of such reforms. The issue of currency accessibility is particularly poignant in the context of the digital economy. As Iraq moves towards a more digitized financial system, the gap between domestic and international access to the dinar becomes more pronounced. For instance, if Iraq were to implement a digital version of the dinar, it would likely be used exclusively within the country's borders due to the closed nature of the currency. This would prevent foreign investors from accessing or utilizing the digital dinar, further limiting their ability to engage with Iraq's economy. In contrast, countries with open currencies often encourage the use of digital versions internationally, as this can facilitate trade, attract investment, and enhance the currency's global presence. Ultimately, Iraq's currency policies reflect a complex balancing act between protecting its economy and participating in the global financial system. Former President Trump's favorable stance towards Iraq may have encouraged some positive steps in the relationship between the two nations, particularly in areas of economic cooperation. However, the issue of the dinar's closed status remains a significant barrier for those interested in the currency's potential for revaluation. Trump's supportive stance has helped highlight the importance of Iraq as a partner in the Middle East, but it has not directly addressed the challenges associated with the dinar's limited accessibility. The situation underscores the broader challenges facing Iraq as it seeks to modernize and stabilize its economy while navigating the complexities of currency policy in a globalized world. In the end, the closed status of the dinar reflects both a protective measure and a missed opportunity. For Iraq, it may provide some economic stability and control, but it also restricts the nation's ability to attract foreign investment and fully participate in the global economy. For foreign investors, the closed currency policy is a source of frustration, as it limits their ability to engage with Iraq's economic developments and potentially profit from a revaluation of the dinar. The future of Iraq's currency policies will likely depend on a careful evaluation of these trade-offs and a consideration of how best to integrate the country's economy into the broader global financial system. Thanks for tuning in to IQD Dinar News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. For more updates on the Iraqi dinar and global currency trends, hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.